Alright, hey, what's up, y'all? This is Brandon. Sorry I haven't posted anything in a while. I've been going through a bunch of shit. But let's cut to the chase. This is my very first deck profile. Uh, I am running a Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon deck, and it deems to be very, very effective. So far, I've had no problems, especially against Cubics. Uh, like, really the only slight problem I have are either A with Kaiju or B with Pendulum. Pendulums are a bitch, but they're broken as fuck. But yeah, let's cut to the chase. Before I start the actual deck profile, uh, I want to start off with a nice little set of ghost rares that I bought today, along with this custom-made mat. I actually know the guy that made the mat, and as you can tell, he's very good at what he does. Like, this is actually one of his more shitty custom mats, but hell, it's a hell of a lot better than what I can do. And that's saying something because I'm a tattoo artist. But first up is my Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ghost rare. I bought it for, I believe, $16 today at Treasures. And it's a very effective card. I love it. Been thinking about adding it to my deck, but I think my deck's just fine the way it is. Up next is Divine Dragonite Felgrand. Also, ghost rare. $14. Don't know if I should add this to my deck or not, but fuck it. Up next is Stellar Knight Delteros. Great artwork and everything. Hell, you can even see the see my phone in the reflection. But anyways, I paid also $14 for it. Next, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. I'm definitely thinking about adding this fucker. You can detach 2 Xyz materials from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its current attack, and if it does, this card gains that lost attack. Holy fuck. You know what? Yeah. At some point, I'm definitely going to add this to my extra deck. But Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. Next is my Clearwing Synchro. I believe I already have this in my deck. I don't know. I just now made some alterations and shit. And this card's always deemed to be very effective. So, that is my Ghost Rare collection. I do have one more, but you will see that here in a bit. And finally, I actually managed to locate a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but not just any Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's a fucking dual terminal Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's worth $200+. I happen to buy it with $200 in store credit, so no cash out of my pocket. Kind of got over on that, but shit. I did read that there are only between 15 and 25 of these in the entire world, and look what I got in my hand. I have one of them. I feel a ways. Alright, anyways, back to the topic at hand. We are going over my Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon deck profile. These are the possible other possible alterations I'll be making. I'll be getting to that later. Now, let's get started. First off, I'm running 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragons. Three of the latest alternate artwork Blue Eyes White Dragons. Boom. I've always loved Blue Eyes. Ever since it first came out with the Kaiba and Yugi starter decks, as you can tell, I picked Kaiba because Blue Eyes is boss. Fuck what you heard. Up next, I got 3 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragons. I love these because you don't have to pay tribute to summon these. All you gotta do is flash a Blue Eyes for each one, or if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand and like 3 of these, all you gotta do is flash that Blue Eyes once per turn to get these badass motherfuckers on the field. I mean, not only that, but you can also target a monster and destroy it, whether that monster is stronger than your Blue Eyes or not. Let me get a little OCD for a sec. Getting all these motherfuckers all equally aligned. Next is my Dragon Spirit of White. And here's my other Ghost Rare. This was the very first one I got, which was about 3-4 days ago. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. But I'm running 2 of them. One of them's just a Ghost Rare. And I prefer Ghost Rare to be on top because it's more badass. So, 2 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons. 1 Maiden with Eyes of Blue. 1 Priestess with Eyes of Blue. And 3 Sages with Eyes of Blue. Great card searchers. Like Manju, actually, unlike Manju, with these card searchers, you can actually get a Blue Eyes either into your hand or straight onto the field. Very fucking effective. Very crucial for the deck. Or, card searchers. Up next, I'm running 3 White Stone of Ancients. If I can get them. 3 White Stone of Ancients. Great deck searchers, especially when they're sent to the graveyard. So, 3 of them. 1 White Stone of Legend. With this puppy, or dragon, whatever. This card sent to the graveyard, add a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. Boom. You can even activate that card's effect while it's in the graveyard, just like with White Stone of Ancients. Up next, I got 3 Kaiba Man. I mean, all you need is 1 of these, and boom. Automatically summon Blue Eyes from your hand. Because he pays as enough tribute to summon a Blue Eyes. Obviously, everyone knows that Blue Eyes requires 2 tributes. That's double tribute for just that 1 single card. Up next, Keeper of the Shrine. Old bastard. Then, 3 Manju. For any Blue Eyes deck, Uh, this is the card that'll just help you more than any of those. Like, for real. I mean, shit. When this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can select one ritual monster or one ritual card from your deck and add it to your hand. Like I said, best searcher in the deck. I'm running 3 copies of Manju of the 10,000 Hands because this motherfucker will allow me to get him and Chaos Form or Advanced Ritual Art, which I will get to shortly because we're almost done with the monsters. Now, yes, I am in fact running a Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon deck, as you can tell from the first cards I have labeled. But if all else fails, it doesn't hurt to have the Egyptian God cards in your hand. I mean, they will always count as a last resort. So I got the latest Obelisk, the movie copy from Dark Side of Dimensions. Cypher the Sky Dragon. He's actually the very first alternate artwork of the Egyptian gods that I got. Then there's the Winged Dragon of Ra. I do have Ra Phoenix or Immortal Phoenix form, but I have him in another what you call it? In another book. So one of each god. So let's get these picked up. I'm kind of OCD. Got it from my mom's husband. So I want these fuckers to be in order. Boom, boom. Alright. That's it for the monsters. Now, for the rest. 2 copies of Chaos Form. It'll allow you to summon either a Chaos Max Dragon or any Blackluster Soldier monster, as long as you get rid of a Dark Magician or a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Boom. If you don't get a Chaos Form or don't feel like using Chaos Form, you have Advanced Ritual Art. I'm running 2 copies, just like Chaos Form, because I have 2 Chaos Max Dragons. There's no point in having more than one ritual, or more than 2 different types of ritual cards. But this one's very effective. I love it. Select one ritual monster in your hand, send normal monsters from your deck to the graveyard whose total levels equal to that ritual monster's ritual. Summon a card with the name of the selected ritual monster from your hand. Boom. Send a Blue Eyes to the grave. You got chaos. When I first found out about that card, or seen someone use that card to summon a Chaos Max, I'm like, you fucking idiot. Why would you get rid of a Blue Eyes? Then I read its effect, then Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon's effect. I'm like, yep, I'm getting that. 2 copies of Twin Twisters. Discard 1 card, then target up to 2 spell or trap cards on the field, destroy them. It doesn't say whether or not those spell or trap cards have to be activated or just or set. Regardless, you can use Twin Twisters to get rid of your opponent's magic and traps. Damn, I still call them magic cards. Spell cards. Sorry. I'm running 3 copies of the Melody of Awakening Dragon. Great Searcher. Great Searcher. Discard one card, add up to 2 dragon type monsters with 3,000 or more attack and 2,500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. See, with this, and a lot of other people doesn't use this form of strategy, but if you're running a Blue Eyes or a Chaos Max Dragon deck, you can use this card to draw both Blue Eyes White Dragon and also Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Because if you want to get Blue Eyes onto the field after activating this card, just flash that Blue Eyes White Dragon and put that Alternative White Dragon on the field. Because Alternative White Dragon is still considered as a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Next, I'm running 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. It was very difficult for me to find this card, or technically since I have 3, difficult for me to find these cards. Target 1 level 7 or 8 dragon type monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If a dragon type monster you control would be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Very effective. I'm running 3 copies, just like a Melody of Awakening Dragon. Up next, 3 copies of Cards of Consonance. Never really liked this card, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get Chaos Max Dragon in your hand and everything you need for it. Discard 1 dragon type tuner monster with 1,000 or less attack, then draw 2 cards. I'm running triple. Next, I am running 1 Silver's Cry, 1 Soul Charge, and 1 Dragon's Mirror. In my opinion, I should put more Dragon Mirrors in there. But that's for magic, spell, whatever. Up next, I'm gonna go through my extra deck. I might have 1 or 2 cards that more than I should, but no one's said anything about it. Starting off, so far I have 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, double Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's one hell of a fucking monster. 1 Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. 1 number 38 Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. God, that's a fucking tongue twister. One hell of a mouthful. Number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. Number 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. One number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. This is the when it comes to the XYZ monsters, all in my personal opinion, I say you should always run the Galaxy Eyes engine because it's so effective, especially if you have number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. You can run this if you have it. If you don't, get it if you're running this type of deck. Number C107 Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Obviously, if you use number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon as Xyz material, your Neo Tachyon Dragon against this effect. You can tribute 2 monsters. This card can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. So, holy fuck. Next is Heroic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. I'm running 1. I took the other one out. Michael the Arclight Sworn. Pretty okay. I'm thinking about replacing him with something else. Something better. Obviously, Azure Eye Silver Dragon. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. I did have Black Rose and Black Rose Moonlight Dragon in here, but I had to take it out because I already had too many cards. Then, 3 copies of Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Ooh, all limited edition. Badass. So, that's it for the extra deck. Up next is the side deck. Now, I don't plan on actually using my side deck, but it would never hurt to have it anyways. So, it's all spell cards and 1 trap. First is 1 Beacon of White. 1 Terraforming. 2 Silver's Cry. 2 Polymerizations. 1 Secret Village of the Spellcasters. 1 Mausoleum of White. 1 Dragon's Fighting Spirit. 2 Trade-ins. 1 Swords of Concealing Light. 1 Swords of Revealing Light. And finally, 1 Spiritual Swords of Revealing Light. I love this card. So, let's get these bad boys up. These cards are the last resort for me. Now, here are the cards I did have, and I'm trying to figure out whether I should swap out some cards in there or not. These are all from my extra deck. Obviously, for my main deck, I used the white scaled sleeves, and for my extra, that way I know which is fucking which, I have the black scales. 1 Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. 1 Galaxy Stealth Dragon. I might as well just run a fucking Galaxy deck. My other Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. My other number 62 Prime Photon Dragon. Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. My other copy of number 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. My other Heliopolis. My Alcee. I swapped out Alcee for Heliopolis because, well, Heliopolis is better. There's my Black Rose Dragon that I took out. I want to put it back in there with my Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. Up next, you got Stardust Dragon. Then Stardust Spark Dragon. And finally, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Alright, well, that is my deck profile. Except these cards and the collection of Ghost Rares that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and that dual terminal Blue Eyes White Dragon. Cost me an arm and a leg for these cards, and a lot of them I can't use now. So I'm going to have to work on this again. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you guys can base some things on your deck, or come up with some at least fairly decent strategies for any duels or tournaments and whatnot, just by my deck profile. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons, and if you comment, there's a very strong chance I will actually reply, unlike a lot of other streamers. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Tell me what you thought of my first deck profile video. Have a great night.